Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Today I want to impart some good knowledge on you that recently I went out to a trip to El Salvador, and out there I did a little bit of working out and just a lot of time to reflect. Had a lot of time to reflect. I had a roommate, so I couldn't get my thoughts out. I couldn't really talk to you guys, couldn't make any videos, so I had a lot of time to basically write this video. And I wanted to make this video just a little short video. It's 11 things that I really wish I knew when I was younger. So this is the video that I needed my younger self at age, 16, 17, 18. This is the stuff that I needed to hear. So I just wanted to, for anybody out there that can get any value out of these are like some of my most prized life lessons that I've learned from the time I was 18 to the time I was 28. So anyways, still young, still learning. But number one, nobody makes it without help. So I was a big loner, I guess you could say, when I was younger. And there's also the excuses that people make that they don't have a mentor, they don't have, father, they don't have mother, whatever. Somebody's not in the house, things like that. But the point being, no matter who it is, no matter who that person is that helps you, somebody helped any successful person, somebody helped them along the way. And that's just an important lesson for me to make sure that I get across here, is that don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't think you're weak if you ask for help. You're actually strong if you ask for help. You're actually shortcutting your way to success if you ask for help. It's the way to go. So number two, you have to be willing to be different. So I put up there my driftwood story. So story time. I used to be, when I was in high school, my nickname was Driftwood. And I'll tell you why. That's because let's say we were at the mall or something and we wanted to, we wanted to go to a movie. And everybody wanted to go to one movie and I wanted to go to another movie. The normal social being would go to the movie that they were outvoted by their friends. I was the type of person where I would just be like, all right, well, I'll see you guys after I get done with my movie. I still went to my movie. I still did what I was going to do. And I think that in the business world and in the finance world, a lot of, like, when you're trying to have good habits, you have to be willing to be different. Okay, so a lot of people want to have a different level of success, a different level of wealth, whatever it is that you're striving at. People want to be different, but they don't want to be different, if that makes sense. So number three, chase the feeling, not the people that you experienced it with. So this is more of a relationship thought that I was having when I was out there in El Salvador. And it's just that you can plug a lot of different people into your life, but what you're really missing, if you're missing that person, and that happens, it's okay for it to happen. You can't control how you feel. A lot of times what you're missing is that feeling and that situation, and you can definitely plug new people into that situation and kind of get the same effect, right? So I guess something that took me a while to learn when I was younger and going through relationships and things like that was that person, like the person who was the cause of your pain, your sorrow, is not the solution. But anyways, moving on from that, relationship advice on the investing channel. Number four is you're going to die. You are going to die for sure, but you're also most likely going to grow old. So this is talking to that YOLO mindset, the you could die tomorrow type of mindset. So I think that you should prepare for the most likely situation, right? I could have died at age 18, but here I am 10 years later and I'm 28, right? So that's what happens to most people, right? The average life expectancy is up in the 70s last time I checked. So why would you live as if you're going to die in your 30s if you're most likely not going to die in your 30s? You could die in your 30s, most likely not. Okay, number five, you are the creator of your life. Don't settle for anything less than what you want. So this one is basically saying you don't get anything that you don't ask for. So if you want to have that high status position, or you want to have whatever it is that you want to have, if you want some type of a person to be in your life, if you don't ask for them, nobody's gonna hand you anything. You have to get out there, you have to ask for it. And if you don't ask for something, you're never gonna get it. People aren't just gonna hand you things because they want it themselves, especially if it's something desirable, if it's a desirable position, if it's anything that's worth having. You have to ask for it. You have to be willing to be, and excuse my French, that asshole who's willing to ask for what they want, because that's who ends up getting it. And okay, a little subtitle of that, I said, there's possible anguish in failure, and there's sure misery in settling. So anyways, that's number five. Number six, you can be right and wrong all at the same time. Now, this is talking about marital affairs. This is talking about arguments. So sometimes you got to lose the argument. I'm going to move on from that. Number seven, Jeff Bezos is rich because he makes your life easier. So I'm sure that a lot of you out there probably have Prime accounts, and can agree to some extent. Some people have a problem with people having a lot of wealth. But as someone who's been down here in Central America, somebody who's been down here in El Salvador, Honduras, all these places, when I sit here and I look at what my life's like down here, I don't have nearly the access to goods and services as I do in the States, right? I could have something delivered to me overnight in the States from Amazon, right? But here, when I'm on base, it's a lot harder for me to get I could get anything if I were to go back to the States right now. And that makes my life a lot easier. And that's why people like Jeff Bezos are rich, because we give them our money. So that is number 7. And we can apply that concept to ourselves, right? Why does anybody become rich? Is because you make people's life better, easier, something more efficient, something's cheaper, it's faster, it's whatever. Number 8, the hard work comes before the confidence. You have to prove it to yourself. Confidence in self is the same as confidence in others. You have to earn it. So this one took me a while to understand. So you could apply this one to working out. You could apply this one to a lot of things. And it's that you have to work hard to build yourself up to be someone who you would be confident in. So there's a lot of people out there that we are confident in. I don't know, people always do the Michael Jordan versus Kobe versus LeBron James debate. And why do people have confidence in those people? You know, why would you have that person take the last shot? It's because the hard work came before they got the confidence. So we have confidence in them, and in the same way, to have confidence in yourself, the hard work comes first. So that's one thing that I really wish I understood, just in general. So even like, you know, I mean, most of my audience out there is males and young. Even with like, you know, relationship type stuff, the confidence to go out there and talk to people, it takes the hard work of going out there and getting rejected, or, you know, it takes that hard work first and confirmation before you can have the confidence to just go do the dang thing. But anyways, number 9, I think we're on. Bad habits are easy, good habits are hard. So, I mean, that one's pretty self-explanatory. Going out, drinking, having a fun night, that's easy. Going to bed on time, waking up, working out, eating right, those are hard, right? And typically what you see with those bad habits are easy. You see that they feel good now, they feel bad later. And the opposite is true with the good habits. Number 10, intellect does not equal wealth. So I truly wish that I would have known this as a kid, because I wouldn't have been so hyper laser focused on school, right? Your people skills are infinitely more important to your long-term success and wealth. I envy people that have really good people skills, because now that I know what I know that those people are going to be the most successful. They're going to get the promotion. They're going to be those great leaders who can lead people. And when you think about it, where has every single dollar that you've ever made out there come from? It's come from the people. So if you can lead people, if you can convince people, if you can get your point across, if you're a leader, you're going to do a lot better than someone who's very intellectually gifted but cannot deal with people. So that is number 10. Intellect does not equal wealth. There's a subtitle that I put on here: stick to the proven path and take the slow lane. Okay, so that's been kind of a build up of my confidence as of late. Early on in my investment career, I thought, like, you know, if I get like 20, 30, 40% returns, that's how I'm going to become wealthy. Or, you know, if I get 100% return in Bitcoin. But it's really just building up the skills, building up the confidence, building up the people skills, and building up a business around yourself, whether that be through your job, through some type of a practice, or an actual business or real estate or whatever it is. You got to provide that value to the people. And before you can do that, you have to build yourself up. And the last one, number 11, discipline and calculated financial risk of occupation and investment is what leads to real lasting wealth. So that was a mouthful. Basically, what I said there is that being willing to be paid based on your performance is the key to lasting wealth. You look at the most wealthy people, you see accountants, you see business people, you see doctors with their own practice, you see real estate agents, people who, if they don't work, they don't produce, they don't get paid. So they're taking on financial risk in basically what they do, right? People who are in sales, if they don't perform, they don't eat. So that's a little bit more financially risky. That's also kind of bled into my orientation towards debt and risk as far as my financial situation and having high expenses. If you can take on more financial risk, that means that you have more reward potential, and that's what's actually going to build up the wealth for you. So you're not going to skip coffee your way to being a decamillionaire plus. you have to actually have some skills that are marketable and something to offer to the marketplace. So anyways, before I go, I just want to say, make sure you guys join the Millionaire Mastermind. I post in there periodically. I would like you guys to post in there as well. I want to have, open up the conversation, open up the dialogue. It's supposed to be a mastermind. It's supposed to be something that it's a two-way street, so we can go in there and talk about building wealth. I'm going to eventually start a Discord. If you guys do want to go ahead and support the channel, you can click on my links down in the description. We got the Robinhood link. You can get some free stocks. BlockFi, you can get free Bitcoin. All those things are down in the description. Sometimes I forget to mention those, but hopefully you liked the video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.